Alchemy and Archetype. Now that we understand the persona, or the masks in which men and women wear, we can now move on to analyzing the four functions of myth. The first is the mystical function. This is the aspect dealing with revealing the wonder of the universe, the realm of infinite possibilities. The second serves a cosmological dimension, the area concerned with science, the objective set and setting. The third function is a sociological one, placing the myth in a specific point in time, validating certain social orders, culture, ethics, and laws. The fourth and final function of myth, in my opinion, is the most important. This is the pedagogical function, the part of the story saying how to live a meaningful life, while in the trap of the human condition. How to be a fucking hero. These are characteristics in common with every myth, every story, whether religious or rebellious. Mythology is the study of all mankind's great history, the countless costumes of creation, deities in drag, dressed in the dogmas of the day. This is what Carl Jung discovered. The gods have become internalized. The stories given to us as scripture have corrupted our psyches to the point of pathology. The myths live in our behaviors. The angels and demons have become our vices and virtues. Rooting our psychology not in genetics or nature, but in the poetic aspect of the collective imagination, in all the stories we tell ourselves, or have heard from someone else. The Greeks understood these eternal human emotions and ultimate experiences. This is how they created the comedies and tragedies in which we still replay today, constructed using universal symbolism and metaphor. Art is made by holding a mirror to man and to nature. For example, take the symbol of the snake and the eagle. These two are always in constant conflict. The serpent is the body bound to the earth. The eagle, the soaring spirit. These are but one aspect of each. However, when they combine, we get the powerful symbol of the dragon. And since we are speaking of snakes, this symbol has shed many skins, in dreams and mythology. It can mean change, eternity, or rebirth. This is always tied to the moon, the feminine aspect of our dualistic nature, the shadow stages and phases of our lives, the cycles of chaos and beauty. Every mythology is written within the confines of a specific place and point in time, caged by the culture and societal structures surrounding the story. This is why religion is always a second womb. First, we are all born into our bodies, into our being. Then, by no fault of our own, we are forced to think and feel as others do, into the subjective belief systems of our parents and peers. I told you once before, but it bears repeating. Einstein has his theory of relativity, and I have mine. A type of special psychological relativity, moral relativism. This is why I believe every religion is true, one way or another, when understood and interpreted metaphorically. The problem we have is we fight over the facts, instead of focusing on the feelings of being one with the all. We need to stop using religion to address our social problems, and instead on the mystical experience of the universe. This is why we are failing at finding connections with our modern human mess and sacred mythology, unable to connect our present experiences to historical culture, basing our current worth on past evaluations, no longer harmonious with humanity today. Placed over Carl Jung's front door was the saying, "Called or not called, the God is present." And whether we like it or not, so is our mythology. It is up to each of us to learn the language of art, of symbol, and metaphor, to change your perspective into that of a poet, one who sees the world as a man sees a woman, beautiful, complicated, terrifying, and then falling in love nevertheless. Our mythological illiteracy was a concern even echoed by Christ in the Gnostic Gospel of Thomas, stating, "The kingdom of the Father is spread upon the earth, and men do not see it. So, let us learn to see and speak in symbol and metaphor. Understanding our heaven is already here, on earth,